Hey everybody, it's Chad Warren from the Adventurer channel on YouTube. Operation Screw You Bernie Sanders hashtag has begun. Okay, so what is politics? Politics is the use of the Hegelian dialectic, which is what the rich rulers of the world use to divide and conquer we the people into we the sheeple. And I am here to fight back from the cheap seats and say that we are not so stupid as to be pigeonholed into your logical fallacy, so that when you say the debate is over, you're going to tell me what to do. No, I'm going to tell you what to do, you schmuck. The debate is not over. You can say that climate change is caused by man, right? But you mean it to say that all of us poor people are the ones that need to change our act with your government regulations. And I'm here to say, screw you, Bernie Sanders. I'm smart enough to know that the corporations, the Nazis, the Zionists that run the world have technology such as directed energy weapons that could be causing the forest fires in California. I understand that you use weather weaponry such as geoengineering by having airplanes spray these chemicals. I know what's on the Congressional record in the 1970s to say that there is a treaty not to use such technology for the purpose of war through manipulating the weather. So, and me as somebody that consumes products that are labeled organic, okay, I am the good side of politics, which is that I understand that there are legitimate controversial decisions that need to be made. But I can recognize things like, hey, it is bogus to depend on a criminal banking-centered world economy and world government that uses labeling such as organic, when if I really want to have a relationship with nature that is respectful, so that I am a part of nature, that demands that I'm conscious. That means I cannot trust a label to tell me if there's fluoride that Harvard has shown is detrimental to intelligence. I need to grow the food, number one, and if I can't grow it or choose not to, then I need to go to a local farmer to get my food, and not to these Jewish slave masters, these Donald Trump world business people who could give a crap less about anything other than taking advantage of information. And the real enemy is my own behavior to choose to be a consumer slave, and that of my peers, of the little people. We are the people that give you power, and I will not be a battery in your matrix of lies. And we all know that Bernie Sanders is a piece of crap because he, lied to his Democratic supporters that he was going to give this alternative other than Hillary Clinton, the braggart who is proud that she wears shoulder pads and acts like a fake version of a man who goes over and kills Gaddafi when he was actually achieving your socialist utopia. In those other countries, they use their tax dollars to make sure everybody can go to school for free. So I am here to let you people know, both my peers and at the top of this Babylonian Talmudic I hate goys, anybody other than this clique pyramid, that you're stupid, and that for whatever reason, with your YouTube and your masonry, that you want people like me to stand up against you. You're giving me the power to do it in the form of a Second Amendment right to bear arms and First Amendment speech that you haven't deplatformed me yet. You haven't used your immense power of technology to kick me off. So I think that you want me to speak truth about my responsibility to be a better servant to nature and not to these warlords that were necessary to establish this desire to have rational thought and feelings and actions dominate over brute stupidity. And that humans are these special ambassadors because we are the only species that is created by God. The other ones are created by angels, this is what I believe. And so the cross that I am on is to recognize that I am on both sides. I sin. I have this sinful nature, and that is not a mistake or an accident or anything to be ashamed of. And I am not going to let you Nazis that think you run everything from the power of occult secret societies. You know, I'm on the public that uses this knowledge of what is hidden to stand against you. So you're facing the nation, and I am facing the Zionist supremacists. You're not going to use General Electric to rape from nature and then lord over me with regulations when I know that all of this EPA and all this environmental regulations is used to do things like allow Nestlé to buy water by paying only $200 for access to water in Michigan. Okay? And how much does that city, I can't even remember what the name of it, how much do they make in income? Where in all these jobs, how much do they get out of that? Like $200,000-$300,000. So, because I do respect the individual, I do respect this fantasy of a free market, what little there is left of it, and I respect that there is some left of it, to say that is a scam, and all of those people in Michigan, you're in trouble because you opted into that deal, just like I'm in trouble because I, have debt to credit cards. I get in debt, I get out of debt. So this is the future of the New World Order that I support, where we accept our own bad behavior and we implicate ourselves. I'm just as guilty as Bernie Sanders. I don't mean to. I'm serious about a new form of civil diplomacy where we use the iron sharpens iron concept from the Bible in Judeo-Christianity. There's a good side to the Jews and the Christians, despite them being the source of deep hypocrisy. It is said in the Bible that there is a remnant of Jews that will not tolerate them being lorded over by these Rothschilds and Rockefellers and rabbis that took over when their temple was destroyed, and that's when they resorted to all this Babylonian mysticism in having these experts speak for the rest of us. Well, we're not illiterate now. The bureaucracy, and my name is Chad, that comes from King Nebuchadnezzar, so I take that seriously.